use a low card, but no. Okay, Magneto. That's fine. Nothing. It's already off to a bad start here. I'd like to have more low value cards, so see how far I can take it. Low cost Cal. Low cost cards, not low value. Let's be fair here. I've seen a lot more Thanos lately. Don't know why. Cool. So they might actually go ahead and just fill this zone already. It's a dangerous spot. I'll try. Ideally, this moves over. Wow, okay. So we gotta get Marvel Boy over here. Do I want to go middle with this? No. Ah! No. So hopefully... I was thinking middle because it would increase the likelihood I'd bring Marvel Boy over here, but... if it works, I'm snapping. I guess I get one of them.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
It's really annoying. I could move him over. I could try anyway. Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, he's not going to play card here, so I can knock him over. Do I test? Do I try? Where do I put it here? I think that's the move.
Oh, snap!
I hope there's two cards. Because I'm not placing any cards there. Oh, but he had a move? I didn't play it. Okay. Smart. Forgot about the reality stone.
Victory!
And there you have it. Alright, how many more games? It's gonna throw some losses at me. Pretty painful when I don't get the cards early. All cards move to the right. I mean, that's good for me. Maybe they can keep placing. Is that the only card? I don't know what the value of this would be. This is... It's not exactly
I am Iron Man.
the strongest start. I don't have anything to counter Iron Man, though. So I got 5, so I could do Stego. I know he's gonna hit, though. Do I throw it over here? Last turn, what can I do? Full Renslayer.
Victory!
Just gonna chip away here. So yeah, this deck causes people to quit a lot because it's very frustrating to see your cards moved around so much. Messes with your entire game plan. It's probably its strongest attribute, his ability to disable the line of cards your opponent's playing. Pretty effective against destroy decks. Discard is probably the weakness. Okay, what did I just lose? No. Fill this? There's no way I'm gonna fill that. At least I'll make Morales a 1 card. Oh, come on.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. That's a 3. Who do I not want to get stamped here by this guy? I could put... Cosmo. You guessed wrong. Not cool, man. Not cool. Ooh.
Snap!
Will they play? Will they play? It's gonna
We
suck.
are the future.
Whew. close one. Yo. Yo, look at that. 27,000. Okay. I don't even know if that's good. Got the card back. Cool. So you have it. It can be done with my auto scream deck, which is no longer an auto deck. It has been edited by me. So again, the key is really getting these 3 cards out. Ideally 2 of the 3 is good, but 3 of 3 you're cooking. And then it's pretty much just move the opponent into the right location so you maximize all 3 of them. You can keep them separate, but I do like to stack them sometimes. Obviously, Kraven alone is better because it gives more spots to move around with. So pairing these 2 is a good match because you're basically just wrecking opponents. But if they disable them, then, you know, it's better to spread yourself out. Play it by game by game. Werewolf is, if you can get him out early on turn 3, if you don't need to start making moves right away, maybe your opponent hasn't actually played a lot of cards early, get him out on turn 3. That's great, because then once you start using your on reveal cards, you'll start to pump them up. And obviously you want to have Kraven maybe in the middle. It doesn't really matter, but the idea is to bring the werewolf to Kraven as often as possible, because then you can get double points for each one. Silk, really, Silk's there to cause more chaos, but also pump up Kraven. And like I said, you can get a bit sneaky if you end up in a game where you can send Silk to the opponent for whatever reason. If you get a card or if there's a location that has that swap sides effect, then send Silk over early. It has to be early to make sense, because every time you can target her to move her, force move her, if you have Scream out and Kingpin and Kraven, you're going to reduce her points but also pump up those cards. And so it becomes a really nasty problem for the opponent. Juggernaut, I like to save it for the end. You have a lot more control there. But depending on how the locations work, you can use it early on turn 4. On turn 5, he works, him or Stegron. I don't want to keep on that, but Stegron, if you've already had a move go, because then you can put a 1 cost Morales down with one of these 2 cards, and you're essentially putting, 11 to 13 power on the board, which at turn 5 is better than just the 9 Aero. Maybe that becomes the candidate card to remove. Very useful in some games, but Magneto does it to a different degree. Cards that I've had in here would mostly be in the move category. So I have used Hercules, but the problem with Hercules is that I haven't applied his Dan Hip variant. No, that's not it. The problem with Hercules is that my deck is more about inflicting damage against the opponent by moving them, rather than moving my own cards. So Hercules just became kind of bouncing Silk around. It wasn't really the effect I was looking for, so I removed him. And that's probably when I put Werewolf in. What other cards have I used here? I don't even recall, so they must not be important, but I'm sure that I've tried, I tried Madame Web for a bit. I tried Multiple Man. That just caused problems for me. Grandmaster is probably my favorite card in this deck. Again, I just don't know. I would have to take Aero out potentially to add him, and maybe that's the move. But I'm having success, so I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to mess with it now. Captain Marvel could be fun, but not really for me. Professor X, like players who have played him against me not great because moving is the only way to add or remove a character from here, which is a change from how it used to play. So that I can get around that pretty easily with a move deck. Yeah. This card's fun to play, but I just haven't found the right deck for it yet. Dagger could be fun, but again, that's more about me moving my cards, and I minimize that actually. It's more about, with the exception of Werewolf, Silk, and Spider-Man, I guess that's a fair amount. Like, my cards don't move my cards, but the others do. Like, my cards are all about moving my opponent.